thanks for letting me show you the truck. We've got GMC at Sierra right in front of us, 2014. First time you take a look at it?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think about the front?
Girl looks nice.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They made a few changes to the front. You'll notice it's really, really bold. They've actually upgraded the lighting and some of the safety features we'll talk about later. Come on around the side, let's see how you fit in. You mentioned there's going to be 4 of you in this truck?
Yeah.
Awesome. And who would normally drive? You would drive. So I guess your wife would sit here?
Yep.
Why don't you have a seat? Are you guys about the same size, different size?
No, she looks like
She's a little bit short, so she probably likes those running boards for getting in, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
You think she'd have enough space to feel comfortable inside the vehicle?
I have enough space, that's for sure.
One of the things, I know you're in a minivan right now, and you probably get lots of storage in that minivan. John Moore's did a great job with storage in this vehicle. You know, so you have your 2 water bottle pockets along the side, double glove box. And this is great. Most people never know where to put the GPS, sunglasses, anything you don't want. Just lock it in, and it is a lockable glove box, which is kind of a nice feature as well. Do you have a center console in your van now?
Just the lift up.
Just the lift up. How does this compare?
It's handy.
It's handy.
Have everything scattered on the floor.
Awesome. If you want to go ahead and open that, they've done a few things with this vehicle. On the inside, you know, it's fairly big, whether you want to put a hard hat in there or your laptop will likely fit. They also put a couple of file folder sections, so you could use this like your mobile office if you wanted to. And then you said your wife runs her own business, keep your gas receipts and everything in there. Cup holders, nice and sturdy in the middle, and then lots of places to store your iPods, your iPhones, any other MP3 players. That little piece that you were touching as well actually fits an iPad. So if you want to rest your iPad up there, it's a good place to store it without having to worry about it rolling around. Another nice feature about that center console, and I'll explain it in a little more detail when we go around, you can actually hide all your wires. Everything is charged now. When you got 4 or 5 things in the car that are getting charged, you get 4 or 5 wires. So now you can kind of tuck everything away, make it look nice and neat, almost like it came right from the factory that way. Courtesy handle for getting in. I'm sure your wife will appreciate that, won't she? Looks pretty good up there?
Oh, that's nice.
Awesome. Let's move along to the back. How old are your kids again?
8 and 6.
8 and 6. And your last vehicle's 10 years old, so chances are they'll be 18 and 16 by the time you're done with this, right?
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say they'll be a little bigger when they're 18 and 16 than they are right now?
Yeah.
Probably about the size you are, right?
Yeah.
How do you think that'll fit size-wise in the back?
Lights.
So they made the door a little bit larger for 2014, and they made the step in a little bit easier. So I want to make sure, you know, whether it's a family of 4 or if you and the guys are taking off on a fishing trip, you're going to have lots and lots of space. Awesome. Little chrome touches, again more cup holders in the back. You know, with kids, always about where can they put all their stuff. Cup holder in the front. There's a cup holder built into the center console if you pull the armrest down. And more room for all their stuff. So the pocket, 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, plus the bottle holders inside. Now your kids, they have the windows rolled down in the minivan, or the back windows are kind of fixed.
Yeah.
So these do roll all the way down. They flop open in the back.
Yeah.
So these will go all the way down, which I know the kids will really appreciate. There is a lockout feature in case you're fighting with each other. You can lock the windows out, and you don't have to worry about them. Go back to the pickup box. Nice upgrade this year. They added the standard rail caps, so those are going to be included on all the GMCs. What do you think you're going to have back here?
Camping gear, you know, mostly just the tonneau cover, keep it nice and clean.
So you have a tonneau cover across the top, camping gear from time to time, and then every day just kind of like groceries and maybe a hockey bag.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about this truck, actually a few nice things, this level, the tailgate doesn't slam down. So that's just kind of nice. You don't hit the kids in the top of the head with the tailgate. You'll notice they've got these little indents, and they're actually in a couple of different spots in the vehicle. I drove one of these for 6 months, at least the old body style, and it had the same features. And I just put 2x6 in, and that allowed me to get my stroller in the back, my groceries in the back, without having everything all roll forward. Now on those days when you are camping, and you do have stuff all the way up front, and you do have the tonneau cover on it, if you look underneath here, there's a couple of LED lights on both sides. And that's going to illuminate the box, especially camping at nighttime. Pretty tough to see in here without the flashlight, isn't it? It just makes it a little easier to get your stuff. If you do have to get something all the way to the back, you'll notice it's kind of a funny shaped handle on top. This is usually if you had a topper where it would clip into, but they've changed it because they want to make it easier to get into the back of the truck. Normally what would happen is you got your leg up here, or you're on top of the bumper, which is really, really high.
Yeah.
You'll notice there's cutouts this year. So you just put your foot in the cutout, and this is angled properly. Very easy to get in and get to the back of the truck. It was pretty easy. Most people don't do that when I'm showing them the vehicle, but I guess you wanted to try. You want to go ahead and close that up for me? We'll walk around to the center. I like those nice wheels. Would you get something fancy like that, or something a little more basic? Definitely those wheels? Awesome. Let me show you a few things on the interior. This is where you're going to spend most of the time. You said you were the main driver, right? Yep. So this is the SLT trim level. So it's got all the bells and whistles. Full power seats, which is nice. You can move them up, down, forwards, backwards, and you can even tilt and articulate the seat. It just makes it that much more comfortable on a longer trip. Do you have a lumbar support in your truck now, or your van now? This also has a lumbar for the middle of your back, just to get you a little less support to make you feel more comfortable. Along the side, we have our memory seating package, power windows and locks, which you're all accustomed to, and even power folding mirrors. But whether you're going through the car wash or just that garage is a little bit too tight, you can fold those mirrors in. Speaking of the mirrors, we do have built-in integrated turn signals into the mirror, and your mini mirror, which allows for a little more visibility for vehicles around you. Your vehicle's in Montana right now, so you have automatic light control. This vehicle has automatic light control as well, so no need to worry about turning the lights on and off. The car will do what it needs to do depending on the time of day. Automatic four-wheel drive. You don't have four-wheel drive in your van now, do you? So most of the time, customers are driving two-wheel drive. Auto is kind of nice because it drives in rear-wheel drive, and if there's any slippages detected, it'll automatically move into four-wheel drive. And when you're pulling that boat out of the water, four-wheel high will make it a little bit easier for you. If you want to go ahead and get the steering wheel adjusted properly for yourself, there's a few adjustments. This one you're probably used to, which is your tilt steering. Yep. And then underneath here is your telescopic steering. This is new for the GMC Sierra. That allows you to pull the steering wheel out and make it a little more comfortable, or push it away. Once you get it in a comfortable position, you lock it in, and you're ready to go. I'm going to hop on the other side and show you a few features on the inside of the vehicle. Now, one of the features everybody asks me about, because it's getting more and more popular, is the Bluetooth. And General Motors, because of the OnStar system, has one of the best Bluetooth systems that's available. The voice recognition, it's better than anything I've ever tried. This one here, we don't have any power to it, but once we get your phone connected, which literally takes about a minute and a half, your phone's always connected. Every time you get in, it connects. When you leave, it disconnects. To dial a phone number, usually I'll demonstrate it, 519-319-5397. I can say it that fast, and it picks it up.
Really?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
When we get the vehicle on the road, I'll demonstrate it to you and show you how it works. Up front here in the center is our driver information center. This is where you're going to get all the information you need for your vehicle. It's customizable and programmable, so you can have the information you want. Whether it's how far you can go before you run out of gas, a big digital speedometer that you can look at to avoid those speeding tickets, or you want to see what you're listening to on the radio, or maybe one of your SD cards that you have put into the vehicle. Technology is a huge part of this vehicle, and I'll get into it in a little bit more detail. But I'm sure you have things that run off of USB sticks, or USB ports in order to charge your phones, your iPads. So you've got 2 USB ports here. Up front, we have 3 more. And we also have an SD card slot. Whether you want to view pictures on your nice big display, or just put more music on that SD card, you have that availability to you. What do you think of the truck so far?
Nice.
You'll like it better when we take it for a drive, won't we?
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, let's go for a ride.